Alright, little intermission here. I think this situation is worth to be discussed. Nothing I will do regularly, I think. However, this situation was so awesome, and so it's so rare to get out of such a situation that it's really worth to be discussed a little bit. So, like you could see, Hound and I were protecting a ground strike against an objective in the city of Gouda here. The strike was done here at the railway station, at this bridge here. Our escort, our ground attacker was flying south and is already gone. He's somewhere here ahead, that's him. And we are now trying to egressing south here. And Hound gets bounced by a couple of 109s. I will just skip this a little bit, and you can see he has collected all of them more or less. I removed the name of our attackers. Greetings to the attackers, but you enjoy anonymity now. Alright, they are attacking now exclusively Hound for the moment. I think at least. I see now that there are a couple of guys are on my 6 as well, but not close yet. And I don't see them as well. So Hound gets attacked and I turn in to help. I tell Hound in this moment here to turn left, because if he turns further right here, he is out of, basically, I can't make this turn here. I would do more Gs to do this turn than I have available for my pilot, more or less. Then my pilot can sustain. So I turn Hound to turn left here, which he does. So I can slot in and shoot. I'm a bit lucky here. Number 5 is not shooting that well and is missing me for the moment. So I have a bit more time to shoot at number 1. Hound is telling me that I have a 6. However, I know that we have to equal out the numbers here, like make the numbers more favorable. And in this moment I think, okay, 1 second longer to stick 1 second longer with this guy is maybe worth it if you can damage him and take him out of the fight, and that's the plan here. So I damage him a little bit. This guy behind me is still missing, luckily for us. And now I just turn tightly. I exploit basically the G suit I have in my P47. I try to get maximum G. We can see the G here. It's here. Here I'm pulling 6.3 G, and my opponent is pulling 5.6, which is almost the limit for the 1.9. And like you can see, this tight turn makes it basically allows me to get away a little bit, and allows as well Hound to get a shot into this number 5 here. Hits him quite nicely. I weave forth him back a bit not to be hit, and Hound can damage this 109 that much that he's out of the fight as well. So, and if you count it, we had at the beginning at least 7 guys on our 6, and we still have those 7 guys on our 6. So now we have a little bit of room, and in the moment I'm aware of those guys on the ground here. I'm not aware of those guys diving in. And I say to Hound, full throttle, set up your P51 for maximum speed. And that is what we do initially. In that setting, we would have been faster, or at least equally faster than those G14s. They were, let me take a look, 700 meters behind. 700 meters is quite a distance to shoot, and not likely to hit, so we would have been fine and maybe had a chance to disengage. However, those guys high are pressuring me to turn, and as I see the A8 pulling lead on me, I have one idea, and that is to turn in front of Hound, so Hound has an opportunity to shoot. He's getting shot as well. Hound is getting shot here. I have to turn in, and this basically brings the A8 in front of the guns of Hound, and he hits him actually. And I'm pulling again Gs here. I'm pulling again lots of Gs. Where am I? There I am. So you see building up the Gs, 5 Gs. So this guy goes high, and he probably just loses me. And now it becomes clear to me, at this moment it becomes clear to me how many enemies were with us here. And for some reason, they all went for Hound. if they split up and would have attacked me here, I would have no chance to follow this fight again. So they had us split up, and that was a perfect opportunity to pick us apart, but they did not. So I follow this fight now as fast as I can. And Hound is outturning them here. And they are all doing the same. They are not splitting their forces or something like this, which gives me the opportunity to shoot at number 1 again. If you remember, that is the one I already shot at. And this takes him out of the fight. After that, he is not crashing directly, but his aircraft is completely wrecked. And as you can see, I'm still free. I mean, we are in a 2 versus 7 situation, and I'm clear of enemies. And now our originally our ground attacker came back and was picking up the call and started to attack those guys as well. So we are now in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 versus 3 situation, and one of us is in an utter danger here to be attacked. I see now. I didn't remove that name. Maybe he came in later. So it was 8 at the beginning, not 7. Or maybe I skipped the number. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Many versus few. And again, the same game I played earlier, I'm doing again. Have lots of speed available, which in turn gives me the opportunity to pull more Gs than the 109s can do. 5.6 peak, something like this. And he has to go on the outside and is probably already blacking out. I tried to exploit that via, how is this called, like displacement roll. So I tried to put myself behind him again, but you see now how bad the 47 is at that maneuver. Just sluggish, wobbling around, and I'm not able to get my aircraft back down on him again. He pulls back into me, pulls up, and I'm not able to make that turn. If I would try to do this now, my turn would be very wide. I would not get guns on, and no chance to get him here. So I just level out and try to get my speed back I just lost. Luckily for me, Psyron in the meantime, our ground attacker, shot up this 8, which attacked me like 2 times, and is now free to attack number 2 here. And just completely smashes him. And that clears off enemies, multiple enemies. I think I have a clip of that. They're just limping back home. Everybody got their beating, and I think Hound got some scratches on his aircraft. That's it. So the conclusion is that was a major fuck up by the attackers here. They had us. They had the opportunity. They had the initiative, but they didn't split their forces correctly. They went all for one. Went for this stupid deck race, and got the paycheck for that. We were lucky. In the end, of course, we were very, 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 very lucky. But that was such a nice fight, and I'm so glad it happened, because this is rare that everybody comes out of that unscathed and made good footage. So I leave it here. I have a few more clips to show on the P-47. I know I will get comments, by the way, for flying with open canopy, but this gives me way more as a situational awareness, and it's super easy to snap the canopy back to closed when I need the speed. It costs a few kph, but at the same time, if I need the speed, I close it again. So I wish you lots of fun with the rest of the video. I shoot a few more enemies and have a few more fights, and I see you soon.